Welcome to 6 Minutes to Financial Clarity. Today's subject is the power of asset allocation. Based on your experiences, what mistakes do investors often make? This graph shows you that one of the worst things that we can do is we can sell after the market has dropped significantly, and then we wait to buy until the market already comes back. We want to chase, in other words, last year's or last season's hot investment, and we tend to get in and out at the wrong time because it's emotional, and that's the way we often invest. Trying to pick the best performing investment categories is often very difficult. The reasons? Well, no investment category performs the same or well all the time. We find that sometimes different categories frequently move in different directions, and we often run into the problem when we analyze historical performance that the leader in an asset group growth one year could be an underperformer the next year. What is asset allocation? Well, it's a strategy for creating a personalized portfolio by combining stocks, bonds, and other cash equivalents in varying proportions. It's the science or the engineering behind the design of an investment portfolio. And it's the selection of the style and class of investments, as well as a percentage weighting within each investment to attain the desired results that the engineer or the person who put this portfolio together wants to attain. In looking at the history of asset allocation, we look at Dr. Harry Markowitz's article written in 1952 in the Journal of Finance. And this helped develop the concept of the efficient portfolio that shows the highest potential return for any given level of risk or the lowest level of risk for a potential return. These ideas form the core of the asset allocation model. So why is asset allocation important? Well, the proper allocation can lower the overall risk to a portfolio and therefore enhance the returns. A specific investment mix that you choose may directly affect the potential return. Individual asset classes may respond differently to the same market conditions. So this is all very important when you're talking about how to properly allocate your assets to attain your needs. Just what is an asset class? Well, there are three traditional asset classes. There are stocks, which tend to involve higher risk, but have conversely provided pretty good returns over time. There are bonds, which is basically an IOU of a corporation or government agency that says, if you give me so much money, I'll give you so much interest over time, and then I'll give you your money back. Now, they tend to involve less risk, but they also produce more conservative returns, and they may be used to provide portfolio income down the road when you need it. Then there are cash equivalents. Now, cash equivalents could be your money market accounts, the CDs, savings accounts. They tend to be the least risky and thus provide the most conservative returns. They're used mainly to hang on to principal and to give some income also down the road. The magic, of course, is finding the right mix of these asset classes. The elements involved in the creation of an asset allocation model are expectations for return, what's your time horizon for needing this money, and also what's your risk tolerance. And that, of course, is when are you going to retire, how old you are, how much other money you have. There's a very important question that you must ask yourself in all this. Are you willing to take on more risk for your investment performance in order to exceed the expectations of performance that you've been led to believe you must have? Because all investment options have risk. Question is, how much are you willing to take? You may find that you're already taking on more risk than you need to be taking, and you need a good advisor to help you discern that level of risk that works for you and your future. Here's a sample question you might ask yourself. And I want to know how you would respond to the following statement. Protecting my portfolio from loss is more important than achieving high returns. Would you strongly agree with that? Agree? Risk and return are equally important? You disagree? Or you strongly disagree? This is very important in helping an advisor direct you in the right place for you to be achieving with your money what you need to achieve. Another sample question you might be asked would be, how would you best describe the depth and length of your investment experience? Would you say I have no experience? Would you say I have some experience? Would you say I've got pretty broad experience? It's another question your advisor needs to be asking you so that you and that person can get on the same page regarding your money. So to sum this all up, you may ask, how can this help me? Well, let's remember something. Asset allocation may be applied to each of your different investments. That a separate profile should be completed for each investment within your portfolio. And you need to meet with a financial professional to review your profile and ensure that your answers are consistent with your goals. Many people find out a couple things, that they're more conservative than they thought, and that they still can achieve their goals with less risk, but with a solid financial plan that doesn't lose money and gets a steady gain. Always remember that it's important for you to find a financial advisor who will do right by you according to your needs, not their product. We hope you enjoyed this presentation, and we look forward to many more in the 6 Minutes to Financial Clarity series.